What's up, guys? So I did it again. I haven't made a video in about a week or so. I'd like to apologize. I've literally been running around like a chicken with its head cut off ever since I started doing these wheels. Things didn't fit right. I've been working under the car, getting things ready, and before I go on a big rant and talk to you guys about where I've been and what's planned, I want to show you guys the car before I lose all the daylight I've got right now. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the car, and hope you guys like it because it looks amazing in my eyes. So real quick before we lose light, the wheels that I went with, just to remind you guys, are the Advan RGD2s in semi-gloss black. These wheels are so nice. So if you're probably wondering where the hell I've been and why I haven't made an update ever since I did do the car, it's because I've been really tied up dealing with the suspension, the fitment, and the tires. So you can kind of see the fitment here. It's pretty good, pretty spot on. But the reason is, when I first got the wheels done, I actually put these tires on those rims, the Accelera PHI 2s, and quite frankly, they're really, really unsafe. I don't recommend them. I had ran them on my old SI, and they made the car kind of feel a little fishtail, a little wobbly. Anything over 60 miles per hour, and that didn't work out very well. So I figured, you know what, maybe it was a front wheel drive thing, maybe they'll feel fine on the all-wheel drive, but I was wrong. Sure enough, when I put them on this car, as soon as I did over 60 miles per hour, the car started to get a little bit wobbly, and it was pretty sketchy, and I'm like, you know what, they don't even fit right. So with the tires that I put on here when I posted that update, they were the Accelera PHI 2s, and they were a 275 35 18. So I don't know how to explain it. The tire was a lot more round than this. This is a very squared setup. It was round, so it would bulge out a little bit, and it was rubbing. So that was one issue. As you can see here, the tire's on a nice squared setup. Basically, with the Accelera, it was a very round, fat, bulgy tire. And you know what? I was just like, it doesn't look right, you know, because I mean, they are all seasons. The only reason why I went that tire initially was just because I was like, you know what? We're going to start getting rain here pretty soon. I want it to be nice and safe. I'll just put all seasons on it. So I had put all seasons on these wheels, and they felt horrible. They handled horrible. They're really sketchy. I mean, literally, you press the brake on those Acceleras, and the car would want to, like, take off to one side. Like, it reminded me exactly what my Honda did, and all it took was that, and I was like, you know what? I'm ordering new tires. So the next day I got to work, and I called my tire dealer, and pretty much I ordered these. These are the Sumitomo HTR Z3s. These tires I've ran previously on other cars of mine, and they handle absolutely amazing. They handle amazing, they look amazing, the tread is fantastic. They're just such a good tire. Give you guys a better view of the tire here. It's a good looking tread pattern, and it's a nice wide tire, and what's the best part? It's perfectly squared. So we didn't go with the 275. I felt that was a little bit too aggressive, because also another thing that was weird on the Acceleras, on the all seasons, when I would do a pull and I would shift gears, it honestly felt like my axles were like clunking, like it was just too much rotational mass on this drivetrain. Ever since I went with the 265 35 18 Sumitomo HTR Z3s, they feel just like the stock wheels did as far as rotational mass. Everything, it's a very light setup, it's a squared setup, and it's overall just perfect. No more drivetrain excessive weight. That's what it no longer feels like there's excessive weight on the drivetrain when rotating. Nothing like that. It feels like stock, and it handles insanely good. The wheels, not to mention, have literally the perfect amount of poke all the way around. You can see here in the front they lightly stick out, and it looks so good with that tread pattern. It just looks so beefy and racy, and that's all I could want. But these wheels, though, that's another story. They're just so good. So good. Between having a set of rims that cost almost $3,000, that's a real Japanese wheel, and then having some nice sticky tires that are squared, that sit perfect, ride perfect, feel perfect, and handle amazing, it's just a win-win. It really is. I'm so happy with the setup, and I just couldn't be happier with it. So when I had the acceleras on the car, the issue was I had to have it at stock height, so the car used to sit a lot higher, but I couldn't lower it. Why? Because the rear tire were hitting the inner fender. It was rubbing. So how did we go about fixing the rubbing? I called my buddy. I was actually going to do it in the morning at my shop, but I was like, you know what? I'll just have him do it. We actually cut the fender. I don't know if you can see how thin that is, but the fender is cut perfectly and professionally to where now this whole tire tucks up inside. So as far as the suspension goes on the car is lowered on those teen lowering springs that I had picked up in the last video. Car is, I think those springs are like an 1.5 inch drop, something like that. But only the front is lowered. I did not lower the rear, and I will explain why. For those that have seen my car in person, they know how much this thing squats, and if I lower this rear, I can pretty much guarantee you it's gonna look stupid, because when it's squatting, the whole body's literally probably gonna be right on top of the rim, which is what I don't want. I like it to sit even, especially under power, and that's what I'm going for. And mind you, this wheel gap is unacceptable. It's the way the car's parked on the side of the hill right here. The road actually slopes, so it's not actually this big all the time. It's about a 1.5 finger space all the time on the front and the rear. So when the car's sitting perfectly level, literally the car has the exact same amount of gap between the front and the rear. I'm sorry, that was reversed. Front, rear. But it's, you get what I'm saying, it's literally perfect when the car is level. So I'm happy with the overall fitment of the suspension, the feel of the lowering springs, the feel and look of the tires, the feel of the rims. It's just so good. So good. So as you can tell, we are losing light, and we are losing light pretty fast. Basically, I just wanted to come out to you guys and show you guys this little video. I feel really bad that I've made you guys wait this long. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it a lot sooner. I'll go ahead and post my Instagram down below, just so you can go ahead and follow me if you always want to keep updated with me, even when I'm not on YouTube. I know, I need to post more. Every video I say, I gotta post more, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut the shit. I'm gonna stop apologizing for not making videos, and I'm just gonna start banging them out. It's funny though, I'm literally like talking to the camera right now, and I know I'm gonna go inside and edit this right now and go, dude, you fucking say that every video. But that's besides the fact. The main point here is the wheels are on, the suspension's on, the car sits perfect, it rides perfect, it feels nice, super grippy. It's absolutely amazing. It's honestly super, super amazing, and it looks so good. Like, it looks so amazing. The tires are beefy. It looks like a super race tire. It sits perfect. It handles amazing. Like, I could not have gotten luckier with how I got the wheels, how the wheels fit, how the tires are, and everything. I didn't even mention the lug nuts when I was out there right now. I've got some work aluminum lug nuts. Those are super light, and they're actually really, really nice. I wish I could talk more and go over more stuff with the car, but I'm literally just getting home from dinner right now. I don't really have time. Like I said, we're losing sunlight. So definitely this week, I'm gonna come out with you guys with some new videos. Hopefully a good, proper reveal video where I make like cinematics and stuff like that. But as of right now, it's way too late to make cinematics, and I'd like to apologize for having you guys wait so long with that coming out of video. Like I said, literally from the minute that I finished the video that I uploaded, I had to put the wheels on. I put the wheels on, then it was rubbing because of the fat Accelera junk tires. So then I'm like, fuck, I gotta get new tires, and I gotta put these on the Camaro. That's fine, let's do it. Had to take care of that. Then I'm like, shit, it's rubbing. Gotta call my guy to cut the fenders. Then I had to have him cut the fenders. Then after I cut the fenders, I was like, alright, now the car looks stupid, now I gotta lower it. So then I had to do the suspension and lower it. So literally, in the last week, I've had to lower the car, I've had to cut the fenders, and I've had to change tires on those rims like fucking 12 times what it seems like, but it was twice. But you get the point. It's been a busy, week, 2 weeks. I've literally just been super tied up between changing the tires, lowering the car, cutting the fenders, and just being unhappy with the setup up until now where it sits perfect. I hope you like the setup. Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the car. I think it looks absolutely fantastic on the car. Obviously, I gotta show you guys, like, do cinematics and make it look really cool, because right now it doesn't look good. I mean, we're parked on a sidewalk, the suspension's all thrown off, but it still looks amazing even where it's at right now, and I hope you guys can see that through this lens. But anyhow, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully I'll make one this week getting more in depth of it, but you guys have all requested it, so I'm gonna do a video explaining the tuning situations between the two tuners that have been working on Sabrina the STI. I am gonna be making that video this week. That is 100% for sure promise, so you guys can get the scoop on what's going on with the tuning. So I hope you look forward to the tuning video as well as a full review of the car with the suspension and wheels in a proper environment where you can really take a good look at the setup with the rims and tires and how everything looks, because it's so good. And I can't wait to show you guys a very good look at how it is. So with that being said, guys, stay tuned for the tuning review video and a full review of the car. I will see you guys next time. Peace.